I have the biggest smile on my face. When you won, all of us at home, we were cheering and cheering. It was fantastic. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Are you feeling in a... Oh, you've got the gold medal on there. We just have to show that
off.
Yeah,
looking good, isn't it?
I love it. She just said before, isn't it lucky that my wedding ring's gold? It matches.
Yeah. Nice accessory. I should wear it as a necklace.
Have you had that come down yet, that people say happens afterwards?
Luckily, not yet. So I flew back on Thursday and was quite surprised to have a load of press at Manchester Airport waiting to greet us, wanting photos.
You were surprised?
Yeah, I wasn't. Well, my first and only games was in London, so I just got the train home after that. So I'd never sort of had, like, a homecoming from a games, so I couldn't believe that there was security that met us off the airport. I was with Jason Kenny, Stephen Burke and Ed Clancy, so a few other gold medalists, and they escorted us out. They carried our bags for us. We had a member of staff per person with a trolley for all our bags.
Were you expecting all of that as well?
Not at all, no. We just flew back economy, so we just sort of going to get off the plane as normal, and they were like, all the GB gold medalists off first, please. And I was just sort of casually sat waiting, thinking I'll get my stuff out of the locker when everyone else has got off, but I had to get off first, and then someone took all our luggage off, and then there was all this media waiting outside, and they were taking photos as I went off in the car with Dan, my husband. So that was all a little bit surreal. I think when you're out in Rio, you're sort of in a little bubble. We didn't have any UK TV channels, except for there was one downstairs in the Team GB block we could go and watch there, but in the apartments, no British TV. So you're sort of in your own little bubble. You've got social media, but you don't quite realise how everyone at home is reacting to the success.
We were going hysterical. I mean, seriously, and we all think we've won the medals because we keep saying, haven't we done well? I didn't actually do any of the swimming or the riding, but I feel it. I cannot congratulate you enough. I mean, you were there as well.
Yeah.
The atmosphere must have been incredible.
Oh, it's brilliant. I mean, it is so different being there and watching to obviously seeing it on television, because on television you get the replays, you get the emotion, the backstories, whereas when you're there, you're in that moment, and it is so incredible, the atmosphere, but then it comes and goes. So I think I'm really pleased that I went there to see and watch people like Joe win, for Great Britain. It was just fantastic, but equally coming back and then catching up on all of the sort of backstories, because this Games has been so different. We've had so many people that actually, in their own sport, are really well known. So European champions, world champions, but the Olympics puts them on a new pedestal. New young kids coming through.
It has
we've got
been
16-year-old medalists, but then we've got a 58-year-old medalist, and every age in between. So
and all the sports across the board as well, which is so incredible. Was it different winning it this time than in London? Or was it just gold? Did you just think gold?
There was a lot of differences. So London was my first Games, so obviously it was very special being a home Games as well. But we went in as world champions and world record holders, so we sort of had it all our own way going into London, and we were never complacent at all. We never thought we'd come away with the gold, but looking back in hindsight, everything just sort of fell into place nicely that year. String of 6 world records on the trot, and whereas this time around we came in as the bronze medalists at the World Championships, not the world record holders. We were about 3 seconds off the world record in our British record, so quite a way behind the Aussies who had the world record, quite a way behind the Americans, also beaten by the Canadians at the World Championships. So very much the underdogs coming in this time, and that was a very different feeling. And there's also been quite a lot of negativity around British cycling in the press this summer. There was about a week where my phone didn't stop going with journalists wanting quotes on the various things happening.
Well, you wait, it's going to happen now as well. They're all going to be watching it afterwards as well. Can I say, the other thing is that I know a little girl who's 10 who has alopecia and has always had a lot of problems with coping with it. And now you are her absolute hero, and she's so proud and so happy. So thank you on behalf of her, because you've made her life, you've turned her life around for her.
Thank you. That's so nice to hear for me, because for me, I'm just going out doing what I do. It's quite a selfish lifestyle being an athlete. I spend all my time training hard and focusing on my diet and everything, and you don't really think about the impact it has on everybody else. But it's lovely to read messages on Twitter and Facebook of people saying that I've helped their daughters in some way. That's really nice for me to know that I've made a bit of difference.
You really have. And you've made a big difference to all of us, though, because we're so proud of you. Kelly, your highlights?
Oh, there's so many to choose from, so we've had to cut
Obviously
it right
the
down. So Mo Farah, of course, being an athlete myself, double in the 5,000, 10,000, incredible. He's obviously going to be one of those that everyone keeps remembering. Actually, I have to say, I was blown away by the women's hockey.
Yes.
The other night.
That was incredible.
I felt like I played. I literally felt like I played. It was down to that last goal. They deserve it. They are so professional in their movement. They were disappointed with bronze in 2012. They've come together. They were at Bisham Abbey,
fantastic.
brand new teams. It was absolutely brilliant. I've got so many here.
You'll have one more.
Oh gosh. Well, look, I have to. Adam and Max. Adam in the pool. Gold medal, fantastic, our first one, and Max Whitlock, double gold in the gymnastics. Never have we ever seen such fantastic achievement in that sport.
It has been incredible. So
I've
thank
got so
you.
many.
I know we haven't got time, sadly.
come
So
on.
have I. We could talk through the whole
Going
thing.
on and on.
Thank you very much, and huge congratulations, and what an honour to meet you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much indeed.
If you'd like to see even more great guests, then click here. There are plenty
happened
more
on the
fantastic
camp? And you were
interviews
just
to
showing me-
come,
I mean, you're
so make
doing
sure
amazingly,
that
aren't
you
you?
subscribe.
Yeah, my recovery is going really well. Obviously, it's still a very tough thing for me to talk about, but I'm working closely with my physios, my consultant and my psychologist, and obviously the support of my family and friends has been amazing.